Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Celente, and it's Friday, July 7th, 2023. And here are some of today's trends in the news. And again, we're doing it Friday because Independence Day was this on Tuesday. Independence Day, July 4th. No independence. I'm your governor. I'm your mayor. I'm your moron in control. You got no independence. Go fuck yourself. Close down your business. No jab, no job. Oh, Independence Day. What a bunch of fucking bullshit because we got a bunch of fucks bullshitting us. Anyway, on to the news. Well, today, the markets went down again after a big down yesterday. Yep. The job numbers came out and they weren't as high as expected. So get it straight. As we said, it takes time for the high interest rates to move through the economy. And we said that time is now. The job numbers in the summer should be going up. It's summertime and the living is easy. You spread your wings and you make for the sky. No, don't sing like that. Do a bad rap. Do a bad rap. Do the bad rap. That fucking beat everywhere I go. Boom, 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 boom. All the jive is gone. All the jive is gone. Yep, everybody is just a bunch of fucking tight shits. And that's who we swallow our crap from, but not the people listening to Trends in the News or those that subscribe to the Trends Journal. Because, of course, if you hate freedom of speech and you can't think for yourself, you'll hate the Trends Journal because we're the truth in trends. So going back to the markets, the word's out that the Fed's going to raise interest rates again. Again, your new Trends Journal's out. Again, almost 160 pages this week. Smaller than last week. It was all 170-something pages. Here it is. Yep. The religions have lockjaw. Where are the preachers for peace? Hey, you Quakers. Would you get caught in an earthquake? Where are your Quakers? How come you're not? Hey, how come you don't come to my peace rallies? Hey, where are the Catholics? Where are the Jews? Where are the Muslims? How come you don't come to my peace rallies? Because you're cowardly pieces of crap. That's why. Or else you'd be out in the street for peace, because we're going to get to that. Because what's the title of this week's Trends in the News? Clusterfuck. U.S. sends cluster bombs to Ukraine. So anyway, going back to the economy, the Fed's going to raise interest rates according to what they're saying 2 more times. The economy can't take it. The ECB is going to raise interest rates. They're already in recession in Germany. Everything's going down. Again, there's going to be a leveling off in the summer because people are traveling and it's a different type. But as we said, the big decline is going to start happening in September into October. So what else we got here? Reuters. U.S. Chapter 11 bankruptcy filings jumped 68% in the first half of 2023. Blow me the fuck away. Never would have known it. Thanks to the COVID war. But nobody talks about that. And again, we do. You ready? Office building bust, the first to call it, going back to when the scumbag pricks, mostly pricks, locked down the fucking country. And I can't say the other word. This is gone, man. And that's going to be the banking bust. Your office building bust. We've been writing about it for 3 years. Now it's making the news, but hardly in the hard sense, because here are some of the headlines. Commercial sector turmoil, Royals ground leases talk. In the first quarter of 2023, investors purchased only $489 million of Manhattan office properties, compared to $5 billion in the first quarter of 2022, according to MSCI Real Assets. Why the fuck would you buy them in 2022? How fucking stupid could you be? I'll tell you why, because you don't subscribe to the Trends Journal and you're just a member of the shithouse club. What else? The average acre of land, you ready for this? In Manhattan sold for $67.7 million so far this year. $67.7 million. There's no inflation. What a fucking joke. But you ready? Down nearly 60% from the same period last year. Remote work persists, not just for white-collar jobs. Wall Street Journal. Yep. Office building bust. Chief financial officers weigh the various issues of return to the office. So far, 51% of U.S. companies are opting for some kind of hybrid work arrangement, according to a report covering more than 4,000 companies by the software company Scoop. The share of people in the office under so-called structured hybrid work arrangements, which requires workers in the office a set number of days, increased to 30% in the second quarter of this year. Ready for more? Office market remote work woes spread. Many businesses that depended on sectors are having to pivot, shrink, or worse, like go out of business. We warned this would happen. The banking crisis has just begun. In the whole commercial real estate sector, there's over $20 trillion in debt. And again, as the interest rates go up, a lot of these loans cost more. And you have less tenants and you can't pay it. The brunt of the impact so far has been mostly felt by office landlords and their lenders. No shit. Buried down at the bottom. Their lenders? Why don't you say the fucking banks? And it's mostly small and medium-sized banks. But don't worry. Hey, Jamie Dimon will get bigger, you know. They'll go JP Morgan Chase and all the others. They'll buy up everybody with our money. Don't worry about it. Oh, and what else? As well as small businesses that depend on commuters. Blow me the fuck away. Never would have known this. We forecast this more than 3 years ago, March 2020. It's in your Trends Journal. And it's in this week's Trends Journal. All the posts that we put are the forecasts that we made in the articles. We tell you what in the world is going on, what it means, what's next. The only magazine that gives you in-depth trends analysis and trend forecasts. We give you history before it happens. World's richest add $825 billion to their fortunes in the first half of 2023. I'm really happy for you guys, man, because you don't give a fucking penny for peace. Not a penny for peace. No. Hey, but you're getting richer as the plantation workers of Slavelandia get poorer. Man Group moves into private credit markets. Another one, 130 buying up something. Buyout Group takes control of Wordplay for $18.5 billion deal. Generali snaps up asset manager conning, for another con game. Again, the bigs are getting bigger. Everybody else is getting smaller. There's no mom and pop businesses anymore. The whole fucking thing's taken over. Nearly 3/4 of millennials are living paycheck to paycheck. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't fuck off. Don't worry about it, because the billionaires just got $52 billion richer. This is a Bloomberg. Each member of the Bloomberg Billionaires Index made on average over $14 million per day over the last 6 months. 47% of the world's population, $6.25 a day. And now on to the headline of your Trends Journal. Again, it's right here. Cluster bombs. It's nothing more than a clusterfuck. That's all it is. And what's a clusterfuck? According to Merriam-Webster, an utterly disordered and mismanaged situation, a muddled mess. A muddled mess brought to you by the fucking murderous people that are running our government. As the fucking economy's going down, as people are living paycheck to paycheck, bloodying the killing fields from a guy that loved every fucking war. And look at this little fucking shithead scumbag up your ass, Lindsey Graham. A little fucking warmongering fat slob. One little fucking freak after another with your masks on. Remember that? Oh, there's Lloyd Austin. Oh, what was he? Oh, I know what he was. He was formerly sitting on the board of directors of Raytheon, the second largest defense contractor before becoming America's Secretary of State. Yep. So here's the story. White House transfers cluster bombs to Ukraine. U.S. President Joe Biden has green-lighted a supply of cluster munitions to Ukraine as part of the Pentagon's 42nd arms package to Kyiv. Quote, this is that other little piece of arrogant shit. He looks like George Goebbels' grandson, that Jake Sullivan, the National Security Advisor. I'm a National Security Advisor. He said, U.S. officials recognize that cluster munitions create a risk to civilian harm from unexploded ordnance. This is why we deterred the decision for as long as we could. But now he goes that he's arguing that much of an addition of civilian harm Russia has caused. That's why we're sending them. So cluster bombs are banned by more than 120 countries. The Red Cross said today their use must be condemned. Fuck you. Fuck off. We don't care. We're murderers and thieves. By our deeds you shall know us. We are America. What's your favorite war? Well, I grew up during the Vietnam War. Hey, how about the two Iraq wars? Well, I like the Afghan war. How about the Yemen war? We won't talk about that. Nobody does. I want that guy Gaddafi out of there. I want Assad out of there. Oh, yeah. Oh, those dirty Russians. Yep. Cluster bombs. And then you got this other little fucking scumbag prick, arrogant little shit losing over there in Spain, Sanchez. He went back to Ukraine, and he's saying to Kyiv that the Spanish people will support Russia, quote, support the war against Russia, will support Ukraine for as long as it takes. That's a quote. This is his third visit. Yep. Spain supports the strengthening of Ukraine's political participation through the creation of a NATO-Ukraine Council, where Ukraine will no longer be an invited party, but a full member. That means when Ukraine gets in, then we could officially go to war. Yep. An arrogant little fucking quote. A boy. It'll take it. We will support Ukraine, quote, for as long as it takes, and regardless of the price that has to be paid. So fuck, we don't care how many people we kill and how much money we're going to steal from our people in Spain. This is an article that was the headline in Yahoo. Kremlin poll shows half of Russians back Wagner's mutiny. That was the Wagner mutiny 2 weeks ago. And now the poll's showing that half. You read the entire article. It was published this Monday. Not one word about the poll. Instead, we see Putin's reaction. It's weak. Who said that? Oh, Zelensky told the Cartoon News Network. Zelensky claimed that half of Russia supported the Wagner boss. Oh, but it says a Kremlin poll. But only believes Zelensky, he can play the piano with his penis. And go to YouTube, type in Zelensky playing piano with his penis. There you are. Not making this up. This is the people that America, bring them to Congress, hang up their flag, bow down to them, do anything we want him to do. He's in charge. Yep. Oh, look at Camilla. Oh, how lovely. Yeah. Oh, look at these clown shows. How fucking stupid can you be to swallow the shit from these lowlives? That's all. Stand up. Look, it's a disgrace. A fucking disgrace. Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, all the fucking clowns. Look at them there. Look at them. Anyway, what else do we have here? Moving on to some other issues. Palestinians return to West Bank camp. This is an article in yesterday's Wall Street Journal. West Bank camp. The occupied land, they use the word occupied, it's colonized, it's stolen. But I'm reading this to you because I want to show you the propaganda. Those dirty Russians, but Israel could do any fucking thing they want. Tensions remained high after the Israeli military and Gaza militants exchanged fire earlier in the day. Gaza militants. Israel goes into Gaza. According to the article here, 12 Palestinians and at least 5 children were killed during the operation. Oh, but wait a minute. Zelensky vows revenge for Kyiv attack. The Russian missile killed 4 people. That's a headline in Financial Times and all the media. Yeah, they killed 4 people. But it's okay for Israel to go in to a land of another country, kill 5 kids, wounded 140, including 30 in serious condition, and killed 12 already. But they're militants. It keeps going on. Emerged as a stronghold of Palestinian militancy in the West Bank. Palestinian area, Israel went in the raids to break up suspected militants. You're a fucking militant if another country comes into your country and you fight them back. This is total propaganda, which is why you subscribe to the Trends Journal, because we're the truth in trends. This is horseshit. Here, Russian jet confronts U.S. drone over Syria. Today's Wall Street Journal. Russian aircraft harassed U.S. drones over Syria this week. American commander called it reckless. The harassment was repeated Thursday when Russian aircraft. What the fuck is America doing in Syria? We're illegally there. Oh, maybe we're stealing their oil? You think we would have invaded Iraq if their major export was broccoli? A Russian plane also maneuvered close to 2 French military aircraft. What the fuck are the French doing there? You got your own problems. All the fucking people the French killed all over Asia, all over Africa. Oh, but we're so good. We could go anywhere. Oh, that other fucking prick that I forgot his names. That was the guy that was the head of it, starts with an S. Shithead. The president of France. He was the one that started the Libyan war. Yeah. Russian military officials said U.S. drones flew in an area that was being used for Russian and Syrian military drills. We have over almost 1,000 troops in Syria. And our General Gringrich, whoever you say his name, we urge Russian forces in Syria to cease this reckless behavior. You have no fucking right being there. Russia was invited into Syria by Assad, like Assad or not Assad. We have no right being there, but that's the propaganda. You ready? Wall Street Journal. Explosions prompt Israel to shell southern Lebanon. Israel shelled a village in southern Lebanon on Thursday after explosions were heard. Oh, they were heard. Were they seen? No, but we heard them. In a disputed area. Oh, you mean more land that Israel's stealing? Raising fears of a multi-front escalation between, you ready? Israeli forces and Palestinian militants. Yeah. Israel could go kill anybody, anywhere. They're forces. Oh, and Israel has the right to defend itself. Tensions are high after Israel conducted a deadly 2-day military operation, blah, 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 blah. To show you how fucked up things are, they got this picture over there. These are the clowns running us. This guy that's playing King over there, Charles, in the UK. Look at this little fucking clown show. Look at these guys dressed up in their fucking drag. They're all better than us. We're just little pieces of shit. We come from royalty. We come from a crime syndicate that killed more people than anybody, and we've taken control, and we're worth more money than anybody anywhere. Look at this fucking clown with his little fucking drag shit on. Little fucking medals. Look at this. And then there's this other guy, Dutch King. Dutch King apologizes for Netherlands' role in slavery. Why? I thought only the United States was slavery. All these fucking bastards were. Dutch King Wilhelm Alexander apologized for his country's role in slavery. He referred back, as he told the crowd, of invited guests and onlookers. Invited guests and onlookers. Quote, "Today I stand before you. Today, as your king, I make this apology myself." As your king, here, king, here, boy, come here, king. Sit, give me a paw, lay down. King? What's this fucking king shit? It comes from a line of fucking murderers. King. A line of murderers. And they're still playing fucking king. And that's all it's about. Freedom and democracy, fuck off. We're in control. Nearly half of tap water in U.S. contains forever chemicals. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We let the big companies fucking poison us everywhere we go, anytime we want. Again, we got a lot more. And don't forget to get your t-shirt. Hey, politicians, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? You go to trendsjournal.com, you go to the shop thing over there, and you get it. And hit the like button over here to subscribe and spread the word, because we're giving you trends what nobody in the world is giving you. And again, your Trends Journal magazine, nothing like it. Grand total of $2.86 a week. The toilet paper record, $4 a day. $4 a day for shit. $5 a day for the Wall Street Journal. $2.86, the only Trends magazine in the world. We give you history before it happens. Thanks for tuning in. We go back on schedule next week. So I'll see you next week. Ciao, ciao. Have a good weekend.
At the Trends Journal, the best investment you could make, because it's the best investment into your mind, and it can change how you look at the world.
Less than $3 per week for almost 200 pages, ad-free, great articles. The world's foremost trends forecaster, Gerald Celente.
The Trends Journal is one of the greatest sources of information, and and it really is. You're predicting these things well ahead of time. I would encourage everyone to go grab the latest copy.
Been a Trends Journal subscriber for 20 years. I just have to commend you. What you guys have put together in your latest Trends Journal, there's nothing like this out there.
Sir, everything that you predicted about the economy, you were absolutely right. So I have followed you all this time. So please take a look at the Trends Journal.
You correctly forecast that the Fed would hike rates quite aggressively, correctly said that initially gold and silver would drop as the Fed starts to raise rate to 1.5% and above. When we spoke last, Bitcoin was around 49,000. You said you expect to drop, and if it drops below 30, 35, then it could really drop.
Trends Journal, which I would encourage people to go and check out. It's actually a 200-page document, pure data-driven analysis.
Gerald Celente, the top trends forecaster in the world. Gerald, you had an interesting call back in September of last year. You said gold had bottomed, which is exactly what happened. And here we are, and we're above $1,900.
Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happened at trendsjournal.com.